Good evening, everyone, and welcome to the season finale of Sounds of the Valley, where I bring you the finest musical talent from the Chippewa Valley area. I'm your host, Evan Claymar, and tonight I'm very excited to bring you all guitar singer-songwriter Jim Nelson. How are you feeling tonight, Jim?
Feeling great, Evan. Thank you. Thanks for having me.
Yeah, no problem. It's great to have you in the studio tonight. Well, I'll let you take it from here.
Okay, thank you. There's a show tonight down on Main Street. The whole town is gonna be there. I wouldn't really call it a concert, more like a rock and roll revival affair. I got brand new strings on the telly. I got her tuned up and ready to twang. We're gonna get things started with some old 97s. I know every song that they ever sang. I don't need your millions, mister. I don't need your diamonds and pearls. Just give me 3 good sets and a big bar tab. I'll be sitting on top of the world. Just give me 3 good sets and a big bar tab. I'll be sitting on top of the world. Drummer setting up his drum kit. I can't believe the way he moves so slow. He's been walking round in circles for 2 good hours. I think he's finally ready to go. There's a hum coming out of the speaker. There's a roar coming out of the crowd. But all they want to hear is a lead guitar. They really like it when I crank it up loud. And I don't need your millions, mister. I don't need your diamonds and pearls. Just give me 3 good sets and a big bar tab. I'll be sitting on top of the world. The bass player's tripping on something, but I really don't think it's the pills. We had to add 3 dates to the summer tour just to pay all the hospital bills. Well, maybe it's time to pack it all in, to come in off of the road. Well, I don't want to think about all that now. I gotta get up for another show. And I don't need your millions, mister. I don't need your diamonds and pearls. Just give me 3 good sets and a big bar tab. I'll be sitting on top of the world. Just give me 3 good sets and a big bar tab. I'll be sitting on top of the world. All right, 3 good sets. Hoping for 2 good sets tonight. My name's Jim Nelson, come from Menominee, Wisconsin. Been playing music around the Chippewa Valley for a long time. Playing a band called the Cutaways over in Menominee, and we have this deal where if we ever have to kick somebody out of the band, we go to a little band meeting we have it at Applebee's. And if you aren't invited to the band meeting, then you're probably the one getting kicked out of the band. So far, so good. This is a semi-autobiographical song called Still in the Band. Saturday night, I feel all right. I'm on the road to another show. Screaming guitar in a smoke-filled bar. We're gonna make a little rock and roll. We're our own road crew, run the soundboard too. We got no groupies, hell, we got no fans. Gonna play and sing, gonna do my thing, and it's a wonder that I'm still in the band. Well, I've been here nearly 65 years. I ain't saying that I've seen it all. Drinking beer and hauling gear from Milwaukee to St. Paul. My girl's so fine, she's on my mind, but she really doesn't understand why I gotta play, but that's okay, and it's a wonder that I'm still in the band. Still in the band. Hey, what's your favorite song? Still in the band. Everybody sing along. Well, we ain't too proud and we're way too loud. Now, people, don't you understand? Would you meet me, please, down at Applebee's? And it's a wonder that I'm still in the band. Once I had long hair, now there ain't much there, and it's a little more gray than brown. My knees are shot and I can't hear squat. I put on a couple of pounds. Sometimes I feel like I'm a-spinning my wheels, like I'm a-gambling on a losing hand. Oh, but someday soon I'm gonna be in tune, and it's a wonder that I'm still in the band. Still in the band. Hey, what's your favorite song? Still in the band. Everybody sing along. Well, we ain't too proud and we're way too loud. Now, people, don't you understand? Would you meet me, please, down at Applebee's? And it's a wonder that I'm still in the band. Would you meet me, please, down at Applebee's? And it's a wonder that I'm still in the band. Still in the band. Thanks, folks. Well, it's a rite of passage for every young man to acquire their first pickup truck. And I bought my first pickup truck when I was probably about 18 years old. It was kind of a piece of junk, and it had a big hole in the gas tank. And the first time I filled it up with gas, I heard a splashing sound, and I didn't know what it was, and it turns out it was gas pouring out of the gas tank onto the ground. But I love that truck. This is a song I wrote for my truck. Well, it's cloudy today, and man, I sure hope it snows. I got my 4x4 gassed up, she's ready to roll. Don't waste your time looking for no Chevrolet, but if you see a Ford coming, then get out of the way, That's my truck. Well, that's my truck, buddy, that's my truck. She may break down, but she won't get stuck. It's got a V8 and a 302, a little bit of rust and a little bit of blue. That's my truck. She ain't too pretty, but pretty doesn't mean a thing. When I turn that key, man, you ought to hear the motor sing. But you may not have a lot of curb appeal, but the man downtown give me a hell of a deal, That's my truck. Well, that's my truck, buddy, that's my truck. She may break down, but she won't get stuck. It's got a V8 and a 302, a little bit of rust and a little bit of blue, That's my truck. Buddy, that's my truck. She may break down, but she won't get stuck. It's got a V8 and a 302, a little bit of rust and a little bit of blue. That's my truck. That's my truck. One more time. That's There's my truck. That's my truck. Cost me about $500 back then. I wrote this song in my head when I was driving home one night from, I was playing at a music festival over on the other side of the state, and it was like right at sundown, and so the sun was shining right in my eyes, and I couldn't really see anything out the windshield because there was all kinds of dead bugs and everything on there, and I'd turn on the wipers, and that would just make it worse. And but I was driving home from a gig, as I often do late at night, and thinking about getting home and wishing I was home, and that's kind of what this one's about. It's called Almost Home. I know every mile of this crooked country road, and I've been everywhere this winding highway goes. From the driftless coulee streams to the pine tree forest green, I know every mile of this crooked country road. I hear my woman whisper in the wind. She plays for me a tune on violin. She calls to me in rhyme, and I will answer back in time. I hear my woman whisper in the wind. Now the sundown blinds me, and evening finds me all by myself, not quite alone. And the night air cools me, and the darkness fools me. Got me thinking I was almost home. I was born to be a rambling child. Now I have wandered far too many miles. My soul is wearing thin. I gotta get back home again. But I was born to be a rambling child. Home is where you rest your weary head. Home is where we gather to break bread. It's a part of you and me, where my heart will always be. Home is where you rest your weary head. Now the sundown blinds me, and evening finds me all by myself, but not quite alone. And the night air cools me, and the darkness fools me. Got me thinking I was almost home. Got me wishing I was almost home.